Hi, I'm Tanya Williams, Chief of Everything at Digital Conversations, and we are down here at Digital Strategy Summit 2015 here in Sydney. I have with me Matt Minio, who's the Managing Director of Objective3D. Now, I've just been in and looked at their stand. These guys are doing some absolutely amazing stuff with 3D printing. Now, everyone's probably heard about 3D printing. I don't think a lot of people really understand the scope of what's actually out there and available in the market. So I'm going to have a quick chat to Matt, and he's going to give us some more insights on what these guys are doing. So thank you for joining us, Matt. Great to talk to you.
You're welcome.
So can you tell me who is using 3D printing? What sort of industries are using it?
So the 3D printing industry in general is covering such a vast array of industries. So we've got medical companies who are using it. So this is for preoperative surgery and planning. A lot of dentists, the whole dental industry is going digital these days. So from intraoral scanning right through to printing teeth out of patients. We've got architectural companies doing scale models of their development, and we've got councils and government departments who are assessing the CBD of Melbourne, for example, and looking at the city structure and buildings going up and monitoring the developments using scale down 3D printed models. The automotive industry, the aerospace industry, the military, departments of defence.
About the fashion industry, it's literally everyone.
Amazing. You've got a bracelet right there that's been 3D printed.
Very cool.
So
I know.
a bit of costume jewellery.
Yeah.
So it really is very far and wide-reaching. Oil and gas, mining industry. It's
you name it. You can.
Anybody who manufactures anything and is in the process of production can take advantage of this technology.
Okay. So what are the benefits then? Why would I want to print something? And rather than going and buying a part for a vehicle or these sorts of things as well. What are how are people using it in terms of the advantages?
Yep. So people use this technology for a number of reasons. The benefits that people get are basically time and cost related. They're the primary benefits, so reducing your time to market if you're developing a product as a business, and also reducing the cost involved in developing that product. So traditionally they have always been the benefits, and normally the two work hand in hand. You save time, you save cost. The secondary benefits are product quality, and also for a lot of companies protecting your IP within your business. So instead of having to outsource and get outside parties to do some manufacturing, you can keep it all in-house, protect your intellectual property, and then go to market that way.
I wouldn't have thought of IP as being, but it's so true.
It can be very, very important. Defence Department in particular was one key area to the point where half the time I don't even know what they're making on the printer.
Yeah. So is it expensive? We've got little things like this, like a little bracelet, and obviously obviously bigger, heavier items like this.
Yeah, sure.
What would something like this cost to actually create on a 3D printer?
Something like that bracelet would be very inexpensive. It's probably about $4 worth of material in that.
Cool. And then I could paint that, I could embellish it and do other things with it.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Or you could go to a more advanced technology in 3D printing, a very high-end, state-of-the-art machine that would do something more like that half.
That's amazing.
The ability to print that in one piece at the one time with hard plastic, rubber-like materials to simulate the ventricles. The medical fraternity can really take advantage of that technology. Now, this may actually be $100 or more to produce that.
But what you can do with it, obviously, there's just this unlimited scope.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
It's amazing. I love this stuff. So where is this technology going? Obviously, you can print pretty much anything with it. But in terms of, are people just using it for concepts and prototypes, or are they actually using it in everyday applications that are actually practical?
Yeah, look, it's really traditionally, for most people don't know, 3D printing's been around for 30 odd years.
Wow, really?
And it always has been about concept models and prototypes. However, with recent developments, recent being the last 5 years or more, a lot of development's been around the materials themselves and the amount of materials that you can produce. So we can actually produce 1,200 materials off one 3D printer. So really huge array of options there, and what that's allowed us to do is to move out of the realm of concepts and prototypes and into the areas of production. So the likes of components now that come off a 3D printer that actually get used in vehicles.
So that's actually a truck part.
That's actually a truck part that goes into the truck and will live in that truck for the life of the vehicle. So
Wow.
same materials that would be used in a traditional manufacturing process, but for low volume applications, there's no tooling required, so it's a very, very cost-effective means for lower volume production.
Sky's the limit, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very exciting.
I just need to print off some 3D shoes and I'm happy. Thank you so much for chatting, Matt.
All right, thank you.
This stuff I just think is absolutely amazing. I think this has a huge future, and I think most industries should be jumping on top of this. So you can check these guys out at objective3d.com.au.
Correct.
And go and have a look at some of the really cool stuff that they're doing. So, yeah, thank you, Matt.
Great, thank you.
Cheers.